Hey y'all, it's Amanda. Welcome back to my channel, and this is going to be a video that I really don't know what it is, but let's just go ahead and say that it's a weekly book haul blog. I don't know what we'll say, but we'll just go ahead and go with it, okay? Because I have a package from a friend that I know who this is from, because she told me she was sending me something, and she is so sweet. And I really want to open it on camera because I don't know what she got. But and then I also got my book of the month box, so I'll show you those books that I got. And then I got another book from Baker Publishing. So that's what this little clip will be, and we'll just insert it into like a little vlog, I guess. Haven't done a vlog in a while. Yeah, so let's go ahead and just jump right in. So first off, I know who this is from. Christy at Gracefield Reads. Here's her channel. She is just the sweetest person. Y'all, if you're not following her, please subscribe to her. She actually won one of my giveaways, and then she was so sweet, and she sent me something on my Amazon wish list, and she didn't have to do that. So thank you, sister, so much for doing this. I am just so grateful for this community. I love you all. I've said that so many times. You never have to send me anything, but I'm always so thankful when someone does, because it just shows like that's such a little blessing. And I've been having just such a rough week. It's been a rough week, honestly, and this is just a little blessing for me, and I'm just so thankful for her. So thank you, sister. Let's go ahead and see what I got. So, ooh, there's a weapon in here. Oh my goodness. Nuh-uh. What was that? Nuh-uh. So, first of all, we got another Francine. You know that, like, have y'all seen the Instagram reels, like, this week, a hot new bombshell enters the villa. And it has that song, it's like, so call me up, I'm going out tonight. That's how I feel about this. Signs of encouragement. This is 5 stories of faithful men who changed eternity. I can't read. Look how big this is. What's so crazy, y'all, and I don't even remember if I said this or not. I don't think I did. I haven't really done like a book haul in a while, but not that I've been buying anything really, but I did pick up Lineage of Grace. Did I already talk about this? Anyway, I don't know if I did. And so this is like 5 stories of unlikely women who changed eternity. And now I've got the one for the men. Hey! Oh my gosh, girl, thank you. There's another book too. She got me 2 books. We'll look at that next one in a minute, but they just look so beautiful. I have got to read more Francine, y'all. She is just, I've only read Redeeming Love. Am I crazy? Yes, I am. Yes, and it's not damaged, so that's good. Oh my gosh. Whose are they? So we've got Aaron, Caleb, Jonathan, Amos, and Silas. And then on the women's, Tamar, Rahab, Ruth, Bathsheba, and Mary. I am so excited about these, like, y'all. And you know what's fun is, like, I just love that these are tied to, like, real Bible characters. It means so much more, you know what I'm saying? So, y'all, we get the Francine shelf built over here. I just keep having to take books off this shelf because I need to fill up more of Francine. Okay. Next. Okay, hold on. Oh my gosh, girl, sorry, I'm crazy. Misu Andrews, the Pharaoh's Daughter. Y'all, everyone talks about her. I have never read a biblical fiction, like, at all. So it's gonna be happening. But oh my gosh, everyone talks about this author, y'all. I have to, I mean, yes, ma'am. I'm so excited about this. Oh my gosh, my heart. Thank you, Christy, so much. Let's read the note. What am I doing? Let's read the note. I appreciate you and your channel. The book looks stunning, and so I thought I'd bless you with it. I will be in expectation to hear about it because it's also on my wish list too. LOL, and it's got the little hearts. Girl, you are so sweet. And then this one says, I don't know which goes with which, honestly. Hey, girl, I can't wait to hear what you have to say about this. Oh my gosh. Yes. Thank you so much, girl. Christy, you are so sweet. So another book I got this week that was a surprise is Where the Blue Sky Begins. Katie Pounder, I don't even know how you say her name, but this was on my NetGalley list to read this month already. This comes out later this month, and so I am so excited. I've already read the synopsis for this, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, Baker Publishing sent me this to honestly read and review. Like I said, I did already have it on NetGalley, but if I get a physical copy and it's on NetGalley, I try to like request it there too, so I can like put my review there as well and count it, because if you have a physical copy, we need to be putting it on the NetGalley so I get it counted. You know what I'm saying? Just for reasons. But what's cool is they sent me this little flyer here, just talking about the book. And at the end, it's got, here's all about the author. So that's her and like some of her other books. And there's like an interview here. I don't want to read that. I don't want to be spoiled. Awesome. So I'll try to keep this, and maybe when I do this review, I'll be able to like tell y'all a little bit about this with the interview at the end, if I can, if it's not spoilers. So yeah, I did get this. And so the next books that I want to share with you all are my Book of the Month books. Y'all. Who am I? Yeah, who am I? I mean, let's not talk about my unread Book of the Month books, because you already know. But some of these books are out of my comfort zone, and I don't know when I'll get to them, but I've heard good things about 2 of these authors, and the other one was really intriguing to me that I wanted to check out. So let's go ahead and jump right into what these are. This first one, this is the actual book that I picked for the month of October. This is kind of like the Jackie Kennedy origin story that people want. I don't know. That's just what one of the reviews said. But this is called Jacqueline in Paris, and it's by Anne Ma, and absolutely adore this cover, by the way. I love me a good historical fiction, you already know. So the little blurb up here up top says, from best-selling author of The Lost Vintage, a rare and dazzling portrait of Jacqueline Bouvir's college year abroad in post-war Paris. An intimate and electrifying story of love and betrayal and the coming of age of an American icon before the world knew her as Jackie. And so this is set in 1949, post-war Paris. She's 20 years old. There's all kinds of stuff going on. I ain't gonna read the whole thing because I mean, we have got a synopsis that continues on the back of this. So I'm not gonna read it all. But one of the reviews said this is like Jackie Kennedy before she was Jackie Kennedy. So it does say on the author's note, we'll just scroll back through the back here, this is a work of fiction, but it's based on the real lives of Jacqueline Bouvir, John Marquet Jr., and the Dent Renty, can't read, family, and other people who lived in Paris after the war. As such, it was important to me to portray their stories as accurately as possible, based on information found in historical record. It says Jackie was famously private and guarded, and her personal papers are largely unavailable to the public. Much of what we know about her comes from the memories of others, friends, family, and foes. In this book, I have attempted to explore her emotional life, especially as it related to the events of the era, while still remaining faithful to the facts. So yeah, I think this will be a really good time. I don't know a lot about Jackie Kennedy, to be honest with y'all. I don't know anything about the Kennedys or just anything like that at all. I don't know anything about political figures, but it was really intriguing to me, and some of my friends have picked this one up as well for this month, so I was influenced. I love a good historical fiction book. I really do. And these next 2 books are just totally out of my comfort zone because reasons, but me and Lindsay Lamus, hey girl, we was talking about this, and she picked this up too, and then Chrissy said she really liked this author, so I was like, I'm gonna just give it a go. I think it's definitely a thriller. Obviously the cover looks crazy, but the synopsis reminds you of like, is this gonna be kind of like the Thursday Murder Club? I don't know. Older women often feel invisible, but sometimes that's their secret weapon, okay? And it says they've spent their lives as the deadliest assassins in a clandestine international organization. But now that they're 60 years old, 4 female friends can't just retire. It's kill or be killed in this action-packed thriller by best-selling and Edgar Award-nominated author Deanna Raybourn. And so their names are Billy, Mary Alice, Helen, and Natalie. So I don't know. This sounds like a lot of fun. There was some language when I skimmed through it. I was like kind of doing this just kind of see is there anything crazy real fast that I could see. There is some language it looked like, but I'm here just to see what I think about it. And yeah, this month would be the best time to read this, but I mean, got too many other things to be reading right now. So, but I did want to pick it up. And I did also add, this came out a long time ago. I think this one actually came out, this was September 2022. And I skipped last month. And then I was like, well, I'm going to use these as add-ons because they're only like $10 or $11 when you do an add-on. So that's what I did there. And then this time I did The Broken Girls by Simone St. James. I saw one of my friends on Goodreads rated this 5 stars, I want to say. And so that's the reason I was like, okay, I'm adding this. See, I've never read Simone St. James. I know it's thriller, kind of creepy, but we'll see. This is February 2018. I don't really want to read the synopsis for it, but let's see. A dual timeline, Vermont 1950 and then Vermont 2014. So 1950 says there's a place for girls whom no one wants, the troublemakers, the illegitimate, the too smart for their own good. It's called Idlewild Hall. And in the small town where it's located, there are rumors that the boarding school is haunted. 4 roommates bond over their whispered fears, their budding friendship blossoming until one of them mysteriously disappears. And then in 2014, we've got As Much As She's Tried, journalist Fiona Sheridan cannot stop revisiting the events surrounding her elder sister's death. 20 years ago, her body was found in overgrown fields near the ruins of Idlewild Hall. Even though her sister's boyfriend was tried and convicted of murder, Fiona can't shake the suspicion that something was never right about the case. When Fiona discovers that Idlewild Hall is being restored by an anonymous benefactor, she decides to write a story about it, but a shocking discovery during the renovations will link the loss of her sister to secrets that were meant to stay hidden in the past and a voice that won't be silenced. So yeah, this sounds really interesting. Dual timeline, sometimes I don't really care for, but hopefully this okay here. So yeah, pick that up. We'll see whenever that happens. But yeah, that's kind of like the book haul part of this. Y'all, I mean, I haven't really been buying books much. And as far as reading goes, what do I say? Over the weekend, I did finish 2 Parts Sugar, 1 Part Murder by Valerie Burns. This is the first in a really cute food cozy mystery. It's like a bakery cozy mystery. I love this so much. I cannot wait. Book 2 comes out next year in June. And this is my most favorite cozy mystery that I have read so far. Just whimsical, hilarious. The characters are funny. Like I said, obviously that's what hilarious means. What am I saying?
Hilarious. The characters are funny. Like I said, obviously that's what hilarious means. What am I saying?
Just a good time. An overall good time. I give this 4.5 stars. Rounded it up to 5 on Goodreads. I posted it on my Instagram. Read it, read it, read it. If you love cozy mysteries that have a dog, because this has an English Mastiff named Baby, and I absolutely adored him. He stole the show in this, y'all. I mean, truly, he stole the show. And then, if you like cozy mysteries with food, lots of baking. There's like 3 recipes at the end of this book. Just a all-around wonderful story. It's also clean. There was even some references to prayer, church going. I'm trying to remember at the end. And there's something about the Lord mentioned as well. I just can't remember exactly. I'll talk more about all this in my end of month wrap up, of course, or mid-month wrap up probably. But I just have to tell y'all, if you like cozy mysteries, you're going to love this. This was just a really great time. This is all about Maddie Montgomery, her soon-to-be husband, not husband, her soon-to-be husband, fiance, whatever you want to say. He don't come to the wedding. They were live streaming it on Facebook. This is like the short version of this, okay? Book Lover Amanda version right now. But he didn't come to her wedding, so he gone. They was together 8 years, but he gone. She ends up inheriting her great aunt Octavia's bakery and home, and I love a good inheritance like plot as well. She inherits the bakery that her great aunt pretty much worked her whole life to build in her home. And so in that, the rule is for her, in order for her to like be able to get the inheritance and all this stuff, she has to live in her great aunt's house and work in her bakery for a year. And I love that because at the beginning the character's kind of like stuck up in a way, but you know she's gonna be like realizing what matters. And I love that because she starts like, they say, oh, you can't sell this property off, that's the rule, all that stuff. So she ends up like going out there to New Boston, Michigan and starting her new journey in this bakery. She doesn't even know how to cook, all this stuff. There's staff that's already been working there. They're all involved with her. and meeting her, and all this stuff kind of goes on. And then all of a sudden, everybody's like wanting her to sell this place because they want the land, but she's like, I ain't selling this. I can't sell it anyway. And so then there's like an argument between her and the mayor, and next thing you know, he dead, so he gone. And then there's like a knife that's missing from her bakery, and her fingerprints are on the knife that killed this mayor. And so everything goes on from there. It was just a fun time, y'all, trying to figure out who did this, why did they do it. You don't really know who to trust, which I ended up figuring out who it was. This is the first one I've ever figured out. So probably people who are like cozy mystery or mystery enthusiasts may not find it as exciting, but I sure did. I love this. Lots of fun. Just, I feel like she had some fun twists and turns, and yeah. So I talked a little bit too long about it, but the dog in this really made this, I mean, he stole the show. It was so good. So yeah, I give this 4.5 stars, rounded up to 5, and I can't wait to read more of it. I'll talk more about it like in my actual official wrap up. But then I tried to read this on audio 3 times, and it ain't happening. I'm gonna have to like physically read this because it's fantasy, and I'm over here like, what did they just say? Fantasy is really hard for me to listen on audio because I can't keep up. And so Oath of the Brotherhood, Carla Laureano. Yeah, I had marked it currently reading on Goodreads, but I ain't really made no progress. So there's that. And then what's the other part? I'm still reading Dog Days of Summer by Kathleen Yabarbo. Loving it. Just a cute Christian cozy mystery. Just loving that. So I'm going to try to get through that this week as well. So that's what's going on for the reading updates. I don't really know what's going to happen next on the audio side. There's a lot of books that come out today that are on my NetGalley that I'm trying to get the audio for. I did get the audio for Within These Gilded Halls by Abigail Wilson. I tried listening to it earlier on the way home, but my mind was wandering, so I'm going to have to try to start over with it. So that's probably the one I'm going to be listening to. And then the Laura K. Denton book I had on NetGalley, Scribd had it on audio, so I didn't get to the NetGalley ebooks. It just didn't happen. So I'm going to try to listen to them, get them read, write my review, all that stuff. But we'll see. If there's some of the other ones that I can get on audio, you know I'm going to, because I got to be listening and doing lots of reading to be done this week. So that's pretty much it for right now. I will update y'all later whenever I have some updates on reading. Hey, y'all. So it's like 9:30 on Tuesday. Same day that I was filming the first part of this. But y'all, Oath of the Brotherhood, Carla Laureano, however you say it. Okay, so I can't remember if I said this earlier or not, but if I didn't, I was really struggling with the audio on this because of all the different names and fortresses and like different towns and kings and all this stuff. So I was like, okay, I'm going to sit down, physically read the first 2 chapters and see what happens. Y'all, this is gonna be good. This is so interesting. Okay, so I understood it so much more. Let me find it. I've been keeping notes on a lot of reads here lately. But so I have pretty much wrote out the synopsis overall so I can understand what are we doing here? Like, I need to know. In Christian fantasy, any fantasy, not just Christian fantasy, I need to know what's happening. What am I doing? Hey, that's not too bad. Okay. Hey y'all. Got my kids' bus toy sitting up here. I'm real professional, aren't I? I'm crazy. What am I doing? Okay. Hey, so in this book, I feel so fancy. On this sitting right here. So in this book, what am I saying? So basically in this book, main character, his name is Connor McNear. He's a musician and a follower of a forbidden faith. He is also the son of the king, King Galbraith. How you say it? I wrote his name down. Yeah, Galbraith. And so, but the thing is that Connor was fostered by this man And so like his education and stuff came from his foster thing and all this stuff. So the king pretty much never showed interest in his own son. And so there's all this stuff going on, and he ends up basically at the first chapter, he is coming back to the king, the fortress where the king is. And he's a believer in this forbidden faith. He doesn't want anybody to know about it. There's a scene where he is like saying a prayer, protect us, be our shield, be the light that guides our path, help us further your kingdom. He says some of that. And their lord is called Balus, B-A-L-U-S. So, I don't know. It's like, I guess they're probably trying to like, I'm sure they're trying to make parallels to Christianity here. But it's a forbidden faith, like I said, and people basically wouldn't be able to keep their land or their title, or they could even be killed if they had worship in this. So, but nothing really feels right about this trip at all. He can't remember the fortress that he's at or his room or the people, and it's not even been that long since he's been there, maybe 3 or 4 years. But he was sent away basically in his foster time to like just learn different things. So that's pretty much in the first chapter. He is going back to this fortress, kingdom, whatever. And so in chapter 2, we see that he gets to see his dad, the king, and the king is not happy, honey. He is mad. He's like, look, he says, so he asked Connor, have you been doing your training, like sword, a bow, all that stuff? And he's like, no, I just been learning languages, math, like studying. And his dad's like, what do you mean? It's the Book of Amanda version. He's pretty much like, what do you mean? You can't take care of yourself. Like he's mad. And it's just an embarrassment that in front of these people that, you know, he doesn't know how to use a sword, because in this time period, which it says in the synopsis I wrote down, a man's worth lies in his skill with his sword. And so, yeah, this is wild. I mean, this is wild. And so the king gets angry. He's saying, hey, to this guy, Labras, Labhras is his name. He's the one who was fostering him. He's like, you failed. You didn't do what you're supposed to be doing. And he's like, no, you said to educate him. I did. And it was like, that's not what I meant, that whole thing. And so he says he's no son of mine. But he can't really like disown him. I don't know what I'm saying. Technically, there's a clan law where he can't really disown his own kid. And so then there's some kind of drama back and forth politically, like within the kingdom, about how his uncle was actually on the throne before him, but he abdicated to join Firein, F-I-R-E-I-N. So I don't know if it's like a group. I haven't really got there. If they said, I missed it. So maybe I can figure that out here in a minute. But he left, and so then they ended up, King Galbraith, the king really wasn't the council's first choice, but he was the most likely to be sympathetic to those who were involved in the forbidden faith, because Connor's mom was. So this is like all of just the first 2 chapters, y'all. This is an introduction. I mean, look how much is going on in this fantasy book just in like 2 chapters. I am intrigued. You really need to pay attention, so it's going to take me a little bit just to work through it, but very interesting. So basically, at the end of this second chapter, Connor ends up like walking in on a council and seeing that, or hearing, not seeing, them talk about how there's a threat coming to their area, their land. It kind of reminds you of like a Lord of the Rings thing, like where there was always a threat from Mordor, you know, Sauron, that kind of stuff. Here they called it some other name. I don't know what that was. So far, I don't even know what that, I can't even say it. These fantasy names, you know, my southern mind can't do it. But basically there is a threat coming to there. And so they say we need to send people to Phaolin, name, I don't know, make peace with these other people, clan, I don't really know what that is. I think it was, I don't know, I missed that part too. This I'm just being transparent. Things I missed, you know, like probably missed some things just in the first 2 chapters, even physically reading it. But it ends up basically saying hold on. The last sentence of chapter 2 is like, what? The king was sending him to Phelan as a hostage. Dude, what's about to go down? I need to know. I mean, there's so much going on. And then there was like some details here. I kind of marked it to go back to. They're talking about this kingship. A lot of things were happening. They were talking about this, how every young boy in the seer fantasized about being like a gifted warrior. And then like they're talking about this warrior brotherhood and things like that. So I don't know. I'm trying to keep up and figure this out. I hope it won't be too much for me because, yeah, reasons. I struggle sometimes with fantasy. So yeah, I had like these notes here. I wrote all this out just on the first 2 chapters, trying to like understand what's happening. And that's what I need to do for like Robin Hobb. That's why I haven't really made any progress on Robin Hobb or Mistborn for Brandon Sanderson, because I needed to spend the time to do that. But I have really been wanting to read this Christian fantasy for so long. And Carla Laureano writes like wide range variety of genres. And so I'm excited, y'all. Sorry, this is a really long clip, but I'm really excited. So, yeah, that's what I did tonight. I'm tired, about to get into bed. I'm excited to keep reading this. I don't know that I'll finish it in this vlog, but I just want to kind of introduce you to this world, what's going on. I don't know if that made any sense, but hey, we're here, and I'm an intro to fantasy reader, and I'm just trying my best over here. So yeah, I'm going to check out. I will check in with y'all when I have something else to just chat about, and I hope y'all are having a great day when you're watching this, and yeah, I'll see y'all here in a little while. Hey y'all, happy Friday. I don't know what I'm doing, but whenever you're watching this, it ain't Friday, but today is Friday, and I am just so glad it's Friday. It's been a long week, and since the last video, or am I saying video clip that I did for this vlog, I haven't read any more of Oath of the Brotherhood or Dog Days of Summer, but I have almost finished Within These Gilded Halls by Abigail Wilson. I'm probably got like I don't know, I'm probably like 90-something%, so I'm almost done. And really enjoying it. Probably gonna give it 3.5. You know, I don't know. I think if I hadn't already loved Vanishing at Locksby Manor so much, that, you know, this would probably be more like a 4 or 4.5, but like, I don't know. It just doesn't compare to that, you know what I'm saying? So, it's just really hard to compare to that because it was like one of my favorites. I think it was like one of my favorites of 2021. So yeah, but this book is basically about this girl Phoebe, and she is like redecorating a ballroom for this woman she had been working for several years, Mrs. Drake, and basically Mrs. Drake ends up dead, and nobody knows what happened. And so her nephew, I want to say, is that what he is? Oh my gosh, my mind. Her nephew, Lieutenant Graham Burke, comes in, and like, then he's kind of like the love interest in the story. And so it's like, who is this guy? You know, we're trying to figure out who is Graham Burke. You know, we're trying to figure him out, you know, and was he involved in any way, all that kind of stuff. But you soon learn more about him. They become romantically involved, him and Phoebe. And then there's all these other side characters. There's this couple, the Fagans. They're obviously like involved somehow. There's all this crazy stuff going on. But when she's murdered, when Mrs. Drake was murdered, she like gave this ending clue of like where her treasure was. Like there's all this talk about this mysterious treasure. Where's this treasure, you know, and is it real? All that stuff. And so there's a lot going on here within, I guess that's why it's called Within These Gilded Halls. There's just so much going on. Is there treasure? She ended up dead. She gave her last dying breath to Phoebe, like telling her some secrets to help her lead her where she needs to be. I mean, it's really good on the mystery aspect. I'm loving that. It did drag a little bit. It's slow in the beginning, just trying to get going, but I'm here. I was here, and I don't know. I think that Abigail Wilson has really good writing style. I think if you like Julie Klassen, even Jane Austen, and like Agatha Christie, all three of those are like vibes are here. The only thing is we don't have any real faith content. This is published by Thomas Nelson. We just don't really have any faith content. It's more of like a clean Regency read, which is fine. I would like to see some faith content. There's only a couple of mentions of things throughout here. I think someone mentioned the Bible, but really there wasn't much as far as actual faith content. So I'd have to give that like, you know, there's no faith in here really. So I do have a copy of this on my Kindle from NetGalley, but I haven't really been reading it through NetGalley. I've been listening on the audiobook since it's released this week. The narrator is phenomenal. I absolutely love the narrator. So, you know, I like to be listening and doing to get reading done. And when I heard the narrator, I was like, okay, she great. So we're going with it. But yeah, it's good. I think I'm gonna give it 3.5 because I've really enjoyed the story in general. The romance is kind of whatever. I don't really care for the romance as much as some might. Like, it's just kind of rushed. But, you know, but it's fine. It's sweet and cute and stuff. But, like, I'm just not connected to it, I guess, as much. I really care about figuring out who killed Mrs. Drake. Like, that's my goal. Like, I need to know. So, yeah, like I said, that I'm almost done with that. And then this weekend, what we doing? So tonight I got my Bible study. I haven't been on there in a while. It's been one of those crazy weeks, you already know, where I was out and just like busy doing things and working and all this stuff. So this is like the weekend of reading. Got my Bible study tonight, all that good stuff. Gonna get my nails done because y'all, my nails, I've got like, if you saw my last video, I'm missing like 3 of them. So yeah, I bite my nails, if you didn't know, and it's rough. So like I was stressed out this week and I was like just like chewing on my nails. It's a whole thing. I haven't done like a video chat in the car in a while, so I was like, I'm gonna do this on my way to work. And yeah, I don't know. I need to get some reading done this weekend, y'all. It's just like, I feel like I'm in a reading mood. I was just watching Oshina's video this morning before I left the house of her, readathon TBR for Katie's readathon, Journey Through the Bible readathon. And she was talking about how she's been in a reading mood, and I really need to empower the DNF, y'all. Like, if I'm not feeling a book, I just need to drop it, you know, like, I need to be more about that, you know. So, and she was talking about another author that I really need to read, Kara Isaac. Girl, we love a good Oshina rec. I mean, like, if Oshina recommends it, hey, it's going on the list. Okay, hey girl, hey. So I'm just saying, but yeah, she's been reading a lot of Kara Isaac, and that's on her TBR as well. So I've got to read her. She was on my list for, what was it, Close to You or something, and it had like Lord of the Rings vibes, and your girl didn't even get to it. Like, I don't know what happened. It's just, and I guess when it's on your Kindle, it's like I just forget, you know, and so that's what happened. So I really need to get to her probably in the spring, or maybe winter, spring, I don't know, we'll see. But yeah, she on my list. I mean, that's cool. Sounds like a really great romance author, Christian romance author, and so, you know, we love to see it. We love to see it. So anyway, what else? I've got just a couple minutes left to chat as I make my way to work. I hope everybody's doing great when you're watching this. Hope you're having a great day. Just, I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to read after this. I guess I need to pick up some other, my next audiobook, I don't know what it'll be. Maybe that Laura K. Denton book. I had that on NetGalley too, but it's on script, so hey, you know, we using it, so I may do that. A Place to Land, I think is what it's called. This morning my son actually did, when I went in there to go get him ready, I said good morning, and he said good morning, and so that was the first time hearing him say good morning, and that like my heart, y'all. So I'm in a really good mood. Last night was rough. He didn't want to go to bed, y'all. It was like 8:40 we went in there to get him into bed, and he didn't go to bed until 10:40. So your Mama Bear was like tired, but I didn't make it to bed till like 11:30 or something. So I'm tired, but we here. At least I slept the whole night till 6:30, so that worked out. So yeah, I will check in with y'all later. Hello. I don't know if you can see me good or what. This sun is coming in. Is that? Nope, that ain't any no better. I still don't feel like I see any better. But hey, we're here. I mean, you can see the dust everywhere. What am I saying? Alright, so yeah, it's not too bad. It is Friday. It's 5 o'clock somewhere. It is 5 o'clock on Friday. Hey, I'm so happy. 5 o'clock on Friday. You already know, y'all, the best time of the week. Yes, ma'am. So your girl ended up finishing Within These Gilded Halls by Abigail Wilson. I gave it 3.5 stars, kind of like what I was saying. Really just, you know, overall, this is a good story, y'all. Had a lot of fun with it. The ending was good. The romance was not as like, I don't know, like I said, I didn't connect with them as much. I just didn't care about it as much, but it was sweet. And y'all, this sun, I'm sorry, okay. But people in the reviews, and I can see this, I'm like, oh, you're so right. Like, I wasn't even thinking about it, but it kind of had like Elizabeth and Mr. Darcy vibes. That's a bold statement, I know, but some vibes there. Just like the way their banter is a little bit at the beginning, and the way things go, I could see that, you know. But like me personally, they were just fine. You know what I'm saying? It was not bad. It was fine. I guess when I've read so many like different books already with all different romance characters, you know what I'm saying? It's whatever. So I liked it. And the mystery was good. I was like, the ending, I was like, what? Okay. Hey. So I think if you are a like lover of Jane Austen and Agatha Christie and Julie Klassen, you'll like it. I just wish we had like some faith. But you know, I don't know. It's like, I think Abigail Wilson is more of like a clean Regency romance. I think that we could have had some good faith in here. There's opportunities for it because our main character, that's fun. Our main character was dealing with some things, you know, like regret and like made some mistakes. And I feel like that would have been a great opportunity to like throw that in there. Some faith. There was only, like I said, a couple mentions of things that are even relatively close to faith. So, but it's fine. It's fine. You know what I'm saying? It's just a fun Regency read. I think people will like it. I did like a whole review on Goodreads. Y'all can check it out. But yeah, so 3.5 stars. I did round it up to 4 on Goodreads. I like Abigail Wilson's writing. I love The Vanishing of Loxley Manor. So yeah, I'll keep on reading more of her books. So yeah, this is a recent release. Check it out. The book will be linked below if you're interested. But yeah. So what was the next thing? Okay, yeah, y'all. Okay, so I'm really excited about this next book I'm about to be listening to. It's also a recent release, and I've never read anything by this author. So this next book is like a southern. I'm so intrigued. What am I saying? Okay, I'm just so excited I can't get the words out. I think her books are usually set in the South. She probably lives in the South or something, you know. But I love a good Southern story. You already know. Like the first page already had something about Southern sweet tea hanging on here, or a glass of tea. Need not say more. I'm fired up about this because I started listening to this and I'm only like 1 chapter in and I'm hooked. Okay, I'm gonna probably try to finish this ASAP. This is the weekend of getting some reading in. Okay, we get some reading done. But this is about 2 sisters, Violet and Trudy. Violet, and well, first of all, they have like a little art shop. I think it was it an art shop? Yeah, I wrote it down. I can't remember right now. I literally just listened to it, so forgive me for details. But they have their own little shop together, and was it an art shop? That's gonna bother me. I'm pretty sure it was. Okay, we'll correct it if not. They have a little shop together called 2 Sisters, I think, and Trudy cannot speak. For whatever reason, I still don't know yet, she can't speak. And Violet has pretty much taken care of her whole life. And are they in their 40s? Okay, I can't remember. Maybe I don't need to be explaining this right now. I can't remember. So, I think so, though. It's been many years. There was stuff that happened in the past that caused her where she's not able to speak. She can't talk at all. She has to write everything out in a book. And the sister Violet pretty much has taken care of her whole life. And it says that she even lost a long lost love over it, so that'll be interesting to see. But then one day, this girl Maya, she's 18 years old, shows up at their shop, and she doesn't really have anywhere to go. I guess she's kind of just trying to find her place, is what the synopsis says. I haven't gotten to her character yet, so we'll see. I don't even know why I'm explaining it if I ain't got that far, but that's kind of what is going on. It's like tagged as Southern, a mystery, suspense, contemporary. I mean, we got women's fiction labeled on this. I mean, this is just, it's not Christian, I don't believe, but it's clean from what I understand. This, I'm pretty sure. I'll tell you later if not. I'm gonna try to get it done ASAP. The audiobook will get done real fast. I've got the NetGalley copy on my Kindle, but I'll probably just listen to it on script since it's on there, and the narrator's really good, that kind of thing. Y'all, this sun, okay. What is this? This video. What am I saying? Oh, and it says in the synopsis, a boat shows up and like stuff starts going down. I don't know what's gonna happen with this. I have to check in with y'all later on that one. Anyway, so that's it for the reading update. I think I'm gonna still try to get through. I need to get through Dog Days of Summer. I've been reading that for like a week now. Well, I'm not literally reading it for a week. I'm only like 30% in. I read it and then I put it down and picked up other things because I'm unhinged. As Miriam says, I'm unhinged. So yeah, I don't know. I'm just reading too many books at one time. I mean, I need to settle down. So I'm glad I got one done, but then look at me starting another one. Like, I ain't been able to sit down and read like all week. I have not been able to sit down. Like, it's been tough. So gonna try to get to that reading this weekend and all that good stuff. So anyway, that's about it. I'll check in with y'all later. Got a busy night tonight with Bible study. I apologize for all this lighting and like shades and sun and all that stuff, but I really wanted to get something filmed so I could chat with y'all about these books. Yeah, I'll get with y'all later. I love y'all. See y'all. Bye. Hey y'all, so it's a beautiful fall day. I'm getting ready to leave to go get my nails done, but I wanted to do a quick reading update on A Place to Land by Lauren K. Denton. And y'all, this book, wow, what a roller coaster. I'm like 30% in. I want to give some content warnings on this book. I'm enjoying this book. It's very emotional though, and I just want to know, like, I hope everything ends up well. But we're going back and forth. Basically, I told y'all this is about Violet and her sister Trudy. Violet basically promised her mother that she would take care of Trudy forever, pretty much. And so they're like basically in their 60s now. I thought they were in their 40s. They're in their 60s. It's because we're going back in time. This is dual timeline. We are going back in time in like the 70s. Late 70s, early 80s. And I figured out they were like in their 60s now. So modern day, and then going back in time to late 70s and early 80s, and we're just seeing the life of these two sisters. And my heart, y'all, what these sisters have went through when they were younger was just hard. So I want to like give some like trigger warnings for some things, because I think it's important people know this. It's like in the first, I mean, like I said, I'm only 30% in, so I just think people need to know about this. But if you don't want to know about it, skip through. But I think people should know. Basically, the beginning of this is like Violet has promised their mother that she would always take care of her sister Trudy, and her sister could talk and stuff when she was younger. Something happens that's traumatic and her sister can no longer talk. So you're like in the present day, her sister can't talk and she's in her 60s, she's mute, and there was some trauma there in her past. And so you're learning back in the 70s and 80s like what happened to her sister to cause this, right? And so basically the two sisters' parents, the mother was left them when they were young, and she just took off and said, can you please make sure you always take care of your sister Trudy? She took off because their dad was abusive to her mother, and so just that's a trigger there, of course, for abuse. And so she leaves, and there really wasn't a lot of details there in that part, but we're starting to see more of what happened to Trudy, and it's kind of like history's repeating itself, right? So Trudy ends up getting married, and this is at the beginning of the story, like 10-15% in, Trudy gets married, and you know, she has an abusive husband. And so we're seeing just that struggle of like, no one's believing what's happening. Like Violet went to the police. It's literally not no one's believing. Like, it's awful. So she's trying to like get her sister out of this, and so that's the whole first part of this book, is like learning what happened back then. And I haven't gotten to any like big details or anything, but I'm assuming that something happens probably with the sister in that marriage that caused this, maybe, or she can't talk anymore. I don't know. So yeah, I don't know. I just wanted to like mention that for trigger warnings, because I know that's a tough topic. So yeah, I do like this story though. I do like to, I mean, I'm so invested in these sisters. They have such a bond, unlike anyone else. Absolutely adore their relationship. Hey y'all, so sorry for the change here, but my kid opened up the sliding door and was like, hey, bye, you know. So yeah, so now we here. So what I was gonna say, I was almost done talking about that book though, of where I was, but we got some different point of views. So you kind of got, the whole book is just so intriguing, and like I really want to know like what happens. I'm just so invested, so I'll probably finish it today, to be honest, just because I need to know, y'all. But we've got different perspectives. Like I said, we got the two sisters and the current and the past, and then we've got that character Maya. I mentioned her yesterday when I was driving, but she's a foster kid in her older teens, and she didn't really have anywhere to go as soon as she turned 18. So she ended up like seeing this sign, and she goes to Sugar Bend in Alabama, and so that's where she meets the two sisters and all that. So she's kind of getting her feet wet in this new town, and she's working somewhere and runs into this guy Tyler, and so we get his point of view, and like they see each other, and it's almost like, do I know you kind of thing. So I'll be interested to see, like, is that going to be a romance relationship? How's that going to go? All that stuff. So we're kind of getting some of them. So yeah, there's a lot going on in this book, but I love the writing. I'm loving the southern setting. I'm so emotionally invested in these characters, y'all. It is crazy. Like, what they're going through, my heart, like, I just need to know. Yeah, I mean, right now this is a 4-star read. I mean, for sure. This is just like so impactful. But, you know, like I said, I did want to mention just some of those content warnings for some people, just so they can make their own decision if they would like to read it or not. And really, it's not spoilers, because to me, it's spoiler. Like, it's so early on in the book, you know. So anything after what I read now, I'm definitely thinking would be a spoiler, but for right now, not really. Anyway, I am on my way to go get my nails done, which I've got 3 missing, so I cannot wait. I don't know what kind of nails I'm gonna get. I really want to get something fall, so I'll update y'all on that. This is getting pretty lengthy though, so yeah, I'm gonna definitely end this vlog today. But y'all, the trees out here, I mean, just the beauty of Tennessee is just amazing. I like, what's a temp today? Right now it's 57 degrees, and it's like 12, or not 12, it's like 10. So I think the high, dude, what is that car doing? Oh my gosh, this car just like went around. It was not a passing lane, honey. Crazy. Anyway, okay, we want to stay alive, so anyway, oh, I got something to tell y'all. Okay, so maybe this will be over an hour, I don't know, it's fine, time stamps. But last night the hubs and I watched Rings of Power episode 6 and 7. Y'all, there is so much going on. If y'all been watching Rings of Power, let me know in the comments. I'm a big Lord of the Rings girl, but I don't know a whole lot about the lore, I would say, like especially the Silmarillion, or however you say it, the early stuff. I mean, I've seen all the movies. I had kind of like a lightly themed Middle Earth wedding. It was like my whole jam. And so I love like the Hobbit. I really like the Hobbit movies still. I thought they did a great job with it. So they got a lot of criticism, but I like them. But this Rings of Power, y'all, I've had so many mixed feelings. Like, it's okay, but there's a lot that I don't care for, so, but I'm still watching it. So it's just like something for me and the hubs to kind of watch, but they're just kind of messing up a lot of the story stuff from what I've seen other people say. And like, stuff doesn't make sense. I mean, I don't know. I like it, but I'm always confused, or as me and Chrissy and Lindsay are saying lately, cornfused. It's like a whole nother level. So yeah, I was chatting with Chrissy last night, and so like she was watching episode 7 while me and Blake was watching episode 7. So it's like we was watching it together, giving our real-time reactions. It was so funny. I don't know. We was like, what is going on? Just me. and we just keep like picking on it a little bit. But I mean, I guess because we just like don't understand some of it. But yeah, I'm still watching it though. Yeah, I want to know what y'all's thoughts in the comments if you're watching it. I think visually it's beautiful, you know what I'm saying? Like, they really did a good job with like the land and stuff and the graphics and CGI, whatever. But I mean, I'm only invested in like the Sauron story, really. I could care less about like the side stuff going on. I really don't know what's even going on in some of the side stuff, so maybe it's just me. But anyway, y'all, can y'all see in the back here how, like, in the trees in the back, look how pretty they are. All right, y'all, so that's pretty much it. I don't know, I was just rambling, but I'll update y'all after I get my nails done. Hey, so got my nails done. Y'all, I won't go back for like 4 weeks on this, so let's hope I can keep them that long. But look at these. Oh my gosh, y'all, can y'all see them? How, I mean, my, like, the fall vibes, y'all. Check it out, son. Love it. They turned out so cute. I love it so much. I did go by Ollie's, and I found this book by Elizabeth Musser, The Promised Land. So, hey, I'm here for this. I don't even know what this is about, but all I saw was $4. Elizabeth Musser, Knew That I Loved, by Way of Moonlight, and this is in really good condition, and so I bought it. There's a lot going on in this. Oh my goodness. Abby always has every detail perfectly planned out, including her husband's upcoming surprise 50th birthday party. But when he surprises her instead with news that he's leaving, look here. She feels her life unraveling. Already distressed by her son Bobby's determination to take a gap year in Europe, in addition to her father's failing health, Abby is immobilized by grief. Bobby has dared to take a gap year to really think about his future. His first stop is volunteering at a refugee center in Austria, where he meets a beautiful Iranian girl named Rasa, R-A-S-A. For idealistic Bobby, it is love at first sight. On the spur of the moment, he invites her to join him in hiking the famed French Camino, but his mother, out of desperation, has also chosen to follow him to France. Caroline, a young photojournalist, is writing an article about pilgrims on the Camino. However, she has been like a wandering pilgrim herself for the past 10 years, having abandoned her family after a devastating event. As the lives of these people intersect, they find that the Camino strips them bare, calling each one into deep soul searching. Against all odds, can they find themselves again? My heart, y'all. This sounds like a wild, emotional read. And you know, we gotta turn the air on, so sorry if you hear noise. My heart, y'all. Oh my gosh. I did some filming while I was in there. It is the cutest little store, y'all. But I ended up getting Mama Bear Apologetics, Empowering Your Kids to Challenge Cultural Lies. So I have like the Mama Bear, some other book. It's like a Mama Bear something. I can't remember what it is. It's like a darker green cover. I can see it, but it's like a devotional style, I want to say, maybe. Don't quote me on that. But yeah, I've had this on my wish list, so I need to go take this off so nobody ever gets it now that I bought it. So yeah, I just want to try to support them, a local store, you know, just trying to support local. And so speaking of local, we gonna go get a coffee at this local coffee shop. I'm gonna go through the drive-through, but yeah, after that, then I need to go to the grocery store and all that stuff. So yeah. All right, y'all, got my coffee. It's like, oh my gosh, y'all. Oh, first coffee I've gotten here of the season at that local place. I never go over there. It's on the other side of town. I'm hardly ever over there. But it's called Fireside. The drink is a Fireside. And it's like a fall type drink. And it's got like roasted marshmallow, chocolate. Like, y'all, I'm here. All right, y'all. So I'm home and we all just sit here as a family. But I got a package today. And I know this is from somebody. I don't know who. But I can tell by the way it's addressed that this is from an Amazon wish list. So, y'all are on that wish list game, and I just love y'all. So, I can't wait to see what it is. It's wrapped! Somebody wrapped it, Blake! Let's see. Hey! The hubs is in the back. Hey! I just love these people, Blake. I have no idea, but these people are so sweet. Let's see. Bailey! It's from Bailey! My sweet friend. Bailey.
Becky Wade.
Probably not about got all Becky Wade, Blake.
Becky Wade.
Okay. Bailey, you are just blessing me. Oh my gosh.
What's the book?
I don't know what the book is yet. Y'all are getting hubs content. Amanda, congrats on 800 subs. I'm so proud and excited for you. You put out amazing content. Everyone is blessed by you, and I can't wait to see what your future holds. Love you, Bailey's Bookshelf. Bailey.
Bookshelf.
Bailey. Oh my gosh, y'all. If you ain't following Bailey, you better be following her, okay? Because I'll link her below. I love her so much. We chat on Instagram. She checks in on me on the regular. She is so sweet. So, my heart.
Hey, is she watching Rings of Power?
I don't know. Bailey, Blake wants to know, are you watching the Rings of Power? I done been talking about Rings of Power in the vlog. And so on the way up there to get the nails, I wonder if I can see them better now. I felt like you really couldn't see them. Hey, we are on that fall vibe. I won't go back for 4 weeks. You know what? So let's hope we can keep them. I'm real bad about like biting my nails and they gone. So 4 weeks, son. All right. Let's see what the book is.
It's a Becky Wade.
It's not Becky Wade. It can't be because I got all her books now, I think. So, thanks to all those sweet people who sent me gifts. They all
It's a Christmas book.
Blake thinks it's a Christmas book. I don't think I have one on my list. Christmas book. Bezos people be putting the tissue paper in here, honey. My kid.
What is it? The suspense. Becky Wade?
No, but I just put this on my wish list because Oshina, we got a good Oshina rec. She loved this book. I'm dead. Bailey, you own it. The cheat sheet by Sarah Adams. Yes, girl. I've never read anything by this author, but Oshina,
Christian novel?
I don't know if it's Christian or not, but it's cute and clean.
Cheat sheet. Okay.
I don't know if it is. I don't think it
Who's
is.
the author?
Sarah Adams.
Oh. Have you read any of Sarah Adams?
No. That's why I just say it. The hubs ain't listening. That's why I just say it. But look how cute this is. It's like football vibes. Football player on the front, Hubs.
Hey, there you go.
Hey.
Hey. I saw sex today.
The Hogs ain't winning it today. They ain't done too good the last 3 games. It's depressing. But Bailey, thank you so much, sister. The Hubs, he was in on it too. He's all here happy as could be. Hey, buddy, you want to say hi?
Ball! Give me that ball! Go! Go! He's running! Go!
Well, that's how he goes in here.
Let's go, bro! Let's go!
Go.
Mommy, go!
You ain't seen them in a while. You ain't say hi.
Hi.
Look at him. He was saying potty when he come over here, so.
Uh-oh. Mommy, you want to check it?
Okay, he's pooped. Okay, so we gotta cut this short. So, all right, y'all. So I gotta cut this short because reasons. But Bailey, thank you so much for getting me this. I cannot wait to read it. It says, I ain't gonna read the whole thing just because I gotta go. But is it ever too late to leave the friend zone? Discover a heartwarming friends to lovers romance in this expanded edition with a exclusive new chapter and a Q&A with authors. So, hey, I love this cover. Can't wait to read this. I mean, for real. So, Bailey, love you so much. We love a good Oshina wreck. You already know. And okay, I gotta go. I'll be back. Okay, y'all. So, update. I'm like 60% through on this book right here. Okay. Y'all. I was way off. Okay. Let's sit you all right here. Okay, how about that? I was like way off. Like, apparently this has become a mystery now. Like, it said it was mysterious, but this is a real mystery. We've not really had any flashbacks anymore for a while of Violet, Trudy, and Trudy's abusive husband. We ain't seen that. All we're trying to do is figure out what happened. Apparently, her abusive husband went missing and many years ago. And so it's like, what happened? So there's like a reporter from the newspaper. There's some of the police, old police officers, retired police officers involved. Current and retired, I guess, police officers involved trying to like solve this and just trying to figure out what happened to the man. So, y'all, I'm dying to know what happened. I was way off. I was like, okay, so something must have happened to her to like what is it that happened to her to make her stop? Is it him disappearing? Did something happen to her I need to know, y'all. I need to know. I just had to do a quick update because this book, I am listening so fast. I gotta know. Okay, so we're gonna just keep on listening and I'll update y'all when I finish it tonight because that's gonna be my end clip. As soon as I'm done, I need to know what happens. Okay, I'll be back. All right, y'all. So it is the end of Saturday. This is gonna be my ending clip for this vlog. I just finished A Place to Land and oh my gosh, I was listening to the audiobook up to 75% and I couldn't take it no more. I had to like get the Kindle app, get the NetGalley copy out, let's go. Like I was like flipping the pages like fast, I needed to know what's going to happen and it was just exciting. It was like engaging, addictive to read. I read it so fast, finished it real quick. So yeah, I think I'm going to give this a 3.5 stars. It's been a 4-star for the most part. The ending was a little predictable. I kind of knew what it was. I'm like, yeah, I knew something like that would have happened, but it was just so like addictive and interesting. It's like 3.5 on the positive side, so I'm gonna put it as a 4 on Goodreads. But yeah, it's really more like a 3.5 on the positive side, if that makes sense. Because I mean, you have some 3.5 star books that I've read that's like on the downside, but this is more on the positive side. This book is just so hard to explain and been a wild ride that I am just, wow, I'm not wore out reading it. Like, I was an emotional roller coaster. I mean, we had so much going on, like all this stuff that happened in these sisters' past from 40 years ago, and like what happened to this man, that mystery was there, and like that was more towards the end. You were figuring all that out. We had some really great characters that come through some really hard times. This would be in a great Christian novel, though. Like, if this would have been a Christian novel, boy, we could have had some good faith elements in this. But it's not. It's fine. It's not. But, gosh, it would have been so, I could just see so much, but that's fine. But yeah, I'm definitely going to read more of this author's books. Like, The Summer House sounds like I need to get to it, but, you know, it's not summertime, so that would have to be, like, next year sometime, because I won't be interested enough to read, you know. But she has a really good writing style. It's like addictive to read. I don't know if I said that already. I'm looping here. What Chrissy says, I'm looping. What am I doing? I'm so tired, y'all. My kid just went to bed. I'm getting like just so tired right now. So I just want to come in here and film this end clip, let y'all know that I really like this book. 3.5 on the plus side. If you like kind of like southern settings, lots of family aspects, a good sister bond, like they do anything for each other, y'all, and they protect each other at all costs, like my heart. And there was even like a little bit of romance in this and mystery. It was like everything into one. I think you'd like it. So, like, there's a couple things I don't agree with in this story, but it's fine. You know, the only reason it's 3.5 is, like, it was a little predictable, but it's fine. I still liked it, had a good time. So, yeah, glad I finished it. So, that's book 3 finished for this month. Hey, girl, hey. And we on Saturday. All day Sunday, honey. Yes. Okay, we're moving on tomorrow. So, I'm going to end this vlog so I can get this done. And we over an hour, but if you've watched to the end, thank you so much for watching. I love you guys. You all are so awesome. Just love our little community. Thank you for watching. I hope that you all are having a great day whenever you're watching this. Sorry for the crazy look, but it's the end of the day on Saturday. But I thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you all in my next video. Bye, y'all.